Sorry, excuse me. Let's just prop you there. It is good morning, but I know it's about 10 o'clock and I've only just rolled out my pit. Well, for about the millionth time because, oh Jesus Christ, I've got a banging headache. A really bad night's sleep. It's not even that hot, but yeah, I only had a sheet on. I've got my linen sheet on. I don't think it was totally the heat, but I was coughing. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to offload my ailments, so don't mind. Good morning, Twister. Good morning, Jules. Good morning, RJ. How are all of you? Yeah, because my hay fever's been... Yeah, I'm just having an ailments offload, so I do apologise. My hay fever's bad, but anybody with hay fever probably is suffering at the moment. Yeah, but I did go out sourcing yesterday, and I was coughing while I was out, and I was like, what the F? I've not had a cold recently, another one, so excuse me. And then last night I was just cough like all night, and I thought I had to get, you know when you're like trying to ignore it, and then I had to go and get water, and then I'm like going for an old lady where it's like, for fuck's sake, like, so shit sleep. So I've literally just rolled out of bed. Good morning, Bells and Moon. Just having an offload. Yeah, and I know some people, thanks to those people, I've never been aware of that before, but it does make sense. They've been posting on their Insta story, so public service announcement. Hay fever is annoying at the minute. Yeah, and that can give me a sore throat and make me feel like a cold, but not usually a cough. Probably is the hay fever, isn't it? Yeah. That is probably what it is, actually. But yeah, anyway, public service announcement, because we're having summer at the end of this week, beginning of next week. So quick, get shorts on. A couple of people put on their Instas about if you're taking antidepressants or, well, if you're taking any medication that dehydrates you generally, make sure you're freaking extra topping up on water because like you get extra dehydrated. Because I was thinking that's why I was coughing, but actually it probably is hay fever related because it's in your lungs, isn't it? And I was on a bus yesterday, and you know when everyone else is like happily sitting there with windows open and I'm there with sunglasses on like this, like trying to make sure the pollen's not going down. Morning, Catherine, how are you? I didn't show. Catherine, do you get embarrassed if you're on your own? And I say, cunt. Catherine gave me this most brilliant thing the other day, and I was like, oh, thanks, it's a cross stitch. Thank you. Then I turned it around. That was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, thanks again for that. But she did ask me not to embarrass her, but I was already cunting off anyway. Oh shit. Bits and bobs going everywhere there. Hate behaviour, yeah. Shelley, hello Neil, how are you? When's your next festival? Are you going Glasgow? Tom and the girls have got tickets. I'm just, where can I park myself? It's not in the sun. I need to move my stool so I can have my cross stitch. Yeah, did you see what it said on it there? Oh, you are? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm such an old woman at the moment. We went camping last week. I was only there one night, and it did remind me of the last Glastonbury when I was like, do you know what? I really want to be near my kettle and near a toilet. Not even near, but not have to walk a mile to get to a fucking toilet, and then it'd be grim. I don't even mind grim toilets so much. It's just the trek to them. Oh, you're stewarding with Oxfam. Oh, cool. I think Connie's stewarding with... Oh, I don't know if it's Oxfam, actually, for Boomtown. Yeah, so... yeah, so... Oh God, hang on, let's have a sip of tea. Yeah, I was going to come on yesterday and phone charging, free boiling water. Oh my God, phone charging, free boiling. So those are the other things. It's like, yeah, running out of battery and the boiling water, because I'm attached to my kettle. Oh my God, that would swing it for me. That would swing it for me if I could just have hot drinks whenever I wanted, and not have to stand in a queue and get a shit one. Wow. Yeah, and the other day I was obviously feeling a bit, like I do, and I was thinking, how that phrase, you when you can't see the wood for the trees, and this, having merrily being listing away on Vinted happily, and then it all being thrown up in the air, forced me to, I'll see you later, Twisted. It's Oxfam, my cause, who do Boomtown volunteering. Or my cause. Oh, right, I'll check. I think it probably is. I don't know. I'll check with her. I just know she won't be here. Yeah, so it's forced me to take a step back, obviously, and evaluate what I'm actually selling. Because often, I think, like also when you're saying, right, let's try and list so many a week, you get bogged down with having to source that amount, and then you get bogged down with listing it. Connie, I'm on live, so don't come out naked, please.
I'm in my towel. Can I just run past?
Yeah, all right, I'll come in close. Who is it you're volunteering Boomtown? Is it through Oxfam or my cause?
What? Oh, Oxfam.
Oxfam.
Sorry. Why?
So I'm just reading. Oh, you're taking your tattoo thing off?
Well, I've taken it off and it's leaving this really sticky residue.
Oh.
I'm
Thanks, Neil. Yeah, so you get really bogged down with just like the mechanics of sourcing listing. Neil says, see you there, Funky Neil. Hi, Joanne. How are you? How are your sales going as well? And so, for instance, like, because I love selling rings and I sell some, and then I'm like, I just buy all the rings, as we know. Oh, red eye as well. I buy all the rings, and then I'm listing all the rings. And actually, we probably all know that rings are not probably the most profitable thing to sell out of jewellery in terms of being able to get it for a good price and sell it, and, the profit margin. So now I'm forced to take a step back and, yeah, I don't like what I see, to be honest, because it means picking stuff up that I don't enjoy, like, as everybody has said. Pick clothing up, Shelley. And the proof is in the pudding. I'll show you what I got yesterday. Only 4 things. Jesus Christ, what is going on? Joanne, rubbish, but we have been busy with other things. Oh, fair dues. But also crap. Yeah, I've been... So, yeah, eBay, I'm very confused at the moment with... So obviously I follow Sam and Hanley, and they put on that are doing really well with eBay, and they work it hard. They're adding like 35 up items a day, and then they put their going outs as well, and they look like they've cracked it, to be honest. But then I see people who have been in this game a while as well, know what they're doing, are consistent listers, and just not getting the sales. And I keep seeing people put on, Insta, and someone else put on, right, that's my shop closed, and yeah, and then there's another. It's just, just hearing so much of it. I just cannot. Well, we can't work out what's going on our way, can we? Catherine, my sales are crap this week and 2 returns. For fuck's sake. Few returns also, RJ. Can't. It's not all cost of living. It's not, because I was doing quite well on Vinted. Thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? And also, don't know if anybody saw George Ross's post. Did I share it? Maybe I didn't. I can't remember, on Insta. But he actually asked them, when's Vinted Pro coming? And they tried to say, oh, it's in other countries or something. And he said no, and he gave them a link to when they said they would be there'll be a further announcement when it's due or something. And then they said, oh, right, yeah, we'll announce it when it's coming. And it just sounded really like, oh, come on, you've been talking about this since last year. Please give us some hope. When is it coming? So that's kind of depressing. However, in the meantime, I'm feeling more positive generally, because I'm like, right, I can put clothing on Vinted in my size probably quite happily. I think I'm not even I won't be listing like tons and tons a day or anything. It's not going to be new attacks. So I'm going to put the clothing around my size on Vinted, because that should be fine. And I'm going to put jewellery on my other account on eBay, which I'm going to keep on the down low, in case, because I need to. So I'll show you. I only got, well, four bits of clothing yesterday. So I did it. It only took me about 3 hours round trip. Rosie, I get views and sales on Vinted, which are also on the Bay, but not a sniff on the. Yes, that's the other thing. So I picked up. What the fuck? Something's crawled into my mouth now. I picked up a Land Rover fleece when I was out with Chris and Catherine last week. Only a £5, and a small size as well. Put it on the Bay because free fees, and I was a bit worried about putting anything on Vinted last week at all. And I thought, it's not really getting any views. I thought, I might just try putting that on Vinted, because it's clothing. I was sort of testing the water. Put it on, it sold, of course. It's like, yes, I think, should I sell it for 20, like £15 profit? I'm like, straight away. Wow, that's very interesting. On the clothing front, and I could handle something like that because it's a cool fleece. I don't mind picking that sort of thing up. It doesn't hurt me too much. But it says it all. Not a sniff on eBay in like a few days. Decide to just chance my arm on Vinted. Boom, gone. Just says it all. I know it's hard. Feel down with it all, but I have to feel positive and worry about what I do. Yeah. I am feeling more positive actually, RJ, this week, but thank you. I did pick up 2 Tim Horton mugs. Oh, I've heard that name. New box, £1.15 each. I'm guessing that is a good brand. I will research that afterwards. I feel like a twit that I don't know about that, but yeah, thank you, Tim Horton. I'll write that down. Catherine, I listed an item on both V and eBay, 40 plus favourites on V, but sold on eBay. That's interesting. The reverse. It'd be interesting to keep experimenting with that, wouldn't it? Yeah, because I didn't know about these clothes I picked up yesterday. I was like, which one should I put it on? Should I put on both? What should I do? And I did put them on V in the end. Good morning. Vintage confusing. Follow someone, hundreds listing, different sizes, no consistency. On the clothing front, I feel like the people that have got bands on there. It's been more where they've put newer tag stuff on. They say that if you're listing different sizes, they'll come for you, but well, they don't quite phrase it like that. But I feel like there's slightly more lax on clothing. I don't know, maybe it's just there's more clothing sellers on there. Morning, Rachel. So yesterday, I literally, let's just come pop you up there while I show you this. Yeah, there we go, because the stuff's here. Picked up 4 bits of clothing. Oh, and chuffed to bits as well. One thing for us, which I can sell afterwards. Went 3-hour trip on the bus, 4 bits of clothing, and a Wentworth for £3.50. These are weird on Vinted at the moment. I see loads of 250 pieces because I was looking to see if I could buy some for us because we just like doing them. And they're all priced at 20 quid and no one's selling them. So I'm like, is someone going to drop the price and suddenly it'll sell? But like, they're all just sat there. Unless they're just slow sellers on there. Anyway, yeah, £3.50. So I was well chuffed to see that. And then, Rosie, I do get ridiculous offers. Though on Vinted, oh yeah, which I suppose is accepted. Accepted the ridiculous offers. Yeah, yeah. I started to get some RCs on there as well, where I had to start blocking some people because no, I don't need that rudeness. Just I haven't been rude. Just bog off.
Are you still alive?
Yes, just put some clothes on. God alive. All right, I'm covering you. Right, so I've got a Sahara. Didn't know about this because, so is that not even the current label? Is there another one since then? I'm a bit out of touch with clothing, but this is, so what would that be? A midi, like balloon, and it doesn't have pockets. But I do remember with Sahara thinking, so obviously it's going to be like everything, linen's fine, but thinking that the patterns were going better at one point, but again, I might be out of touch. So I paid £9, which seems all right for a dress to me, for that. And that's got, it's had some view. I think it's only got like one watcher or something. Put that on yesterday. Number 2 for the eye. Oh, this was brilliant. I went into a cancer research, and the woman, I found this other dress, and I was like, oh, I was looking at it, I was trying to like work out if there was an issue with it, and she went, oh, do you like that brand? She said, oh, they don't know what they're doing here with prices. She said, I've got another dress over here, I'll go and get it for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. Then it was this one, me&M. I was like, oh yeah, thank you, that's very nice. So yes, a little swing dress, me&M, with pockets for a tenner. Thanking you very much. And I put it on when I got back. And did I accept an offer of, yeah, I think I put it on for 15. Somebody offered me 14. I was like, yeah, thank you, 30 quid very quickly. I'll take that. There's a blouse that because the sun's out, I really want to keep because it's my size. It's Brora. I paid 11 for this in the same shop, and she went, oh, look, see, it's another one, like where she thought they should have priced it more than 11. I mean, but it is, second hand. Well, saying that though, however, I put it on for a stonking price. Look how gorgeous. It's got broderie anglaise. It's got all that pin tucking stuff. It's very Edwardian style. Yeah, I'm really fancy wearing this, but I've got to go, no, because the sun will be here for half a second and you could probably get £35-40 on this. I put it on for 50. And if I can get, 35-40, be very happy with that. So I can see the difference in the profit margins between this and jewellery is just unbelievable. Like, I know sensibly what I should be doing. And then my banger, this was the first thing I picked up, so this is the last thing. Freaking, again, absolutely fucking gorgeous. Me&M, tenner. That's tiered. Has it got pockets? God alive. And I put this on for, I put it on for 80 on V within an hour, I think. I accepted an offer of 70. So people that sell clothing, if you think that maybe I hope I'm not pricing too low, but I thought I looked at askings, and cause the askings are much higher on eBay, but the solds are much lower. And I looked at what people were asking on B as well. And actually, that's right. I priced this exact in the same size was on B, and I priced it the same. So bizarrely, theirs had a load of watches hadn't sold, and some. Oh yeah, so I accepted the offer of a tenner off. Yeah. So yeah, nice little sourcing trip like that now and again will sort me right out. So I was pretty, yeah. So people that said go and pick up some clothing, that was good for me. That it was a good source because that's enabled me to go, yeah, okay, I will go and pick up clothing. Thank you. Let's just go back. Rachel, I've had to put my shop on holiday mode unexpectedly for the last week because, oh God, slipped a disc in my back. I've had some sales there, thank goodness. Oh, what a nightmare. I hope you feel better soon. Nice finds, yeah. I know, and it's not always like that, but that's good for me because that's given me the hope that, right, get back out there, and if you're not out there looking, you're not going to find it, are you? So, yeah, I actually went out looking for linen. I thought, right, I'm off looking for linen. And, well, I found all the cotton stuff, which is the next best, isn't it, really? Especially with the sun coming out, hopefully somebody will buy the other two bits. Yeah, so just a little offload. What else have I been up to? I've been watching, oh God, I've found the Netflix button on our telly finally. I've not been watching telly, but like since we moved in, the girls have already had it, but I found the Netflix button. I've been watching Narcos, then I watched Narcos Mexico, a bit more watered down version of Narcos. Then I started watching El Chapo. That was, again, even more watered down. Watered down as in I didn't, I was going to say identify with the characters so much. I don't mean identify, I mean didn't enjoy the characters so much. So I put that on hold while I watched Griselda. Bloody loved her. And then I've had to go back to El Chapo because that's finished. But yeah, if you like stuff about the drug stuff in South America in the 80s, 90s, recommend all of that. Which is what I needed last week, so I was just binge watching it and I didn't know what the frick to do with myself. Just the uplift I need. Yeah, just that's given me the hope. Neil, my sales have been shite, but I've been lazy bastard for the past couple of weeks. Not even refreshed my shop. Holiday mode goes on for a week on Sunday too. Yeah, I mean, it's all right if you've kind of planned that, or you've got a buffer, or you're like, I don't want to work. Like, if that's kind of your strategy, if, you know what I mean, like it's acceptable for you. Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel like I need to change my mindset. I get very caught up and swayed by people that are very focused and, and quite honestly, younger than me. And I don't need as much money as, money's useful. Connie's hopefully going to uni. She's got her last A level today in September, and I'd really like to be able to help her. But I don't feel as, like, when I was in my 30s, I was, I'd always take overtime. I was working high paid jobs and then working overtime and, still going out, and I could do it 7 days a week. It was fine. But I'm a bit less inclined to do that these days. Oh, there's something else I've got to mention. Do you watch Baby Reindeer? It's terrific. Watched Baby Reindeer. Yeah, we loved that as well. Watched that with the girls. Really enjoyed that. First Narcos were excellent. Yeah. And then all the others have been a bit watered down, haven't they, compared to the first? Bills and Moon of Griselda should reselling. It was nice watching a woman succeed as well. I know it sounds ridiculous because obviously it was drug related, but the amount of barriers. Her and the cop, the female cop, were coming up against. It's like, hi Limelight. So oh yeah, and I also watched a full offload here. Old days. This is like the old days. I watched a minimalist flat tour. Where was she? She was in New York? I think so. And I was amazed. I mean, she didn't live with anyone. Well, she obviously sometimes had a guest because she had 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons and things like that. But lots of her kitchen cupboards were just empty. Oh, God, I loved it. Because I was like, God, how easy would that be to keep clean? It does bother me because obviously living with my daughters, I go over all the time, but I'm walking along like, that's clearly a chunk of biscuit on the rug. Is everyone else just going to walk past chunks of biscuit on the rug and we're all just going to leave that there? I mean, I'm not, obviously, but they're all just sitting there like biscuits flying everywhere, can't give a stuff. But then I'm quite I need a certain amount of clean floor without biscuits under my feet to walk on. Doesn't mean I could really relate to her in some respects. Yeah, I felt, and then at the end I felt really sad that, well, obviously she'd done bad things, but it seemed like she had a heart as well, and also she had a shit start, didn't she? Whenever I hear about people that were prostitutes and then ended up criminals or doing bad stuff or abused as kids, and then I think, what a shit time they had. And then they killed her sons just before she came out of university, out of prison, and that hurt me. And then the write up at the end when it said she went back to Medellin, so he said Medellin, and her youngest son would have been teenager or something then, so I assume that's why she'd gone back there. And then suddenly she was gunned down when she was coming out of the butcher's one day, and I was just like, at age 69, and I thought, I don't know, I just thought, what a shit life. I just felt sad about that. Alone, like, it's like when you go on holiday and the place you stay just has the right amount of items per guest, makes you realise how much stuff we don't need. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I have actually declared we have enough in our kitchen, actually. Because I know everything, all the different things. Oh, no, that's not true, actually. The girls do want to do some baking, so I need to get some baking stuff. But apart from that, so that's the only thing I'm going to allow myself to buy. It's full out there. I feel like we've got enough now, and clothing-wise, I go around looking at stuff. Like that shirt, you pick stuff up and think, I could easily keep that. But no, you actually have enough. I've actually got enough. Stop looking at it for myself because I do not need any more. It's kind of refreshing, and like you get used to it. I'll see you later, Neil. Got procrastination to do, and that'll take ages as well. If you won't cramp the girls' style, sign yourself up for Boomtown. You'll have a blast. Maybe I should volunteer next year. Yeah, so at the moment, obviously, that would mean leaving Maud on her own for too long, actually. If Maud's not volunteering, she's still at school. Yeah. What was I going to say? Did I write something down? No. I was going to say something. What was my parting shot? What was I talking about? Minimalism. It's gone. Oh yeah, no, this is the hot news off the press, if you're still here. I can't believe I'm even thinking about this, but So I might have mentioned that these tablets I'm on, they make me, I literally haven't been able to drink more than 2 drinks on them because it's just been a good few weeks. So like the sickness, just getting used to them's fine now. But drinking, I can only have 2 drinks. And the second one, towards the end of it, I'm starting to feel like I can't drink anymore, which is disturbing for me because I like a drink. And I'm like, so I'm literally, this sounds ridiculous, but so yeah, we were camping last weekend. I only had 2 mixer cans, and it's a bit weird. If there's anybody that's listening that used to drink and now doesn't drink, I'm sorry. Well, I know so the other thing was, because I didn't feel like these tablets were working properly, and I'm like, oh God, no, not another lot. But it's only been a few weeks, and I'll give it at least 6 weeks. And I'm starting to think, well, I was asking some people when I was reading about it, and, nobody keeps it, well, like alcohol's a depressant, and it could be negating the way these tablets work, the positive effects of it. I've been negating the positive effects of the tablet, so because also I've not been doing well, but then it's not surprising with shit going on. So I'm like, oh my God, am I going to have to, like, I can hardly say give up alcohol. And if you do, what happens? Everything I do socially, I freaking drink. I drink. But even I enjoy drink by myself just to relax. So last night I really wanted a drink, but I didn't have one, and I really wanted one to see. I've got to give it a good long test. I thought maybe try not drinking during the week and see if I'm not getting the lows. Oh God, I can't believe I'm even talking about that. I think I'm asking for some tips if anybody used to drink and doesn't now, like, how do you cope with that socially and generally? Because it gives me the fear. Yeah, anyway, that's my question. Have a chat to Sarah. That's a good idea, Catherine. Yes. Yeah, because I think Sarah might have even drunk more than me. Sarah, if you're listening, you were a drinker and you've really done well, but you seem much more sociable than me as well, though. And also, maybe I need to talk to somebody who also suffers from depression, because Sarah's buoyant. I'd love to be like Sarah. Can you just drink slowly and make a can last? Oh, I wonder if I could do that. I thought about drinking. So last week, because I've discovered wine gives me a thumping headache now, I did drink. The 2 drinks I had at camping were like mixer cans. So I thought, well, they're only like 5% or something. But even the second one of that didn't go down well, and I had a break in between. Yeah, the drink slower. That's the tip, isn't it? Do you think drinking becomes a habit? Yeah, definitely. Like during the week when I have a drink, because it gets to a certain time, I'm like, I have a drink and I'm like, and relax, and it feels like a nice treat, which is kind of a habit, I suppose, because it gets to a certain time. The non-alcoholic gin is surprisingly good. We used to watch adverts of that, and even the girls were going, "What's the point of that?" And I'm like, I don't really know. Now I'm possibly, yeah. Could I drink non-alcoholic? Is that stating the bleeding obvious? And I haven't considered it. Non-alcoholic drinks that are pretending to be alcoholic. Yeah, because that was the other thing. Was like, what am I going to drink if I'm not drinking alcohol? And everyone's like, another round. What am I ordering? Another Diet Coke? Yeah. Or maybe I'll get some of that. Or I might get some today. I'll pick some up. I'll pick some up today and try it out. That's a good idea. Yeah, right. I'll leave you on that note. Thank you very much. Drop opinions on everything down below, please, if you're watching back, and all sources of advice and help always welcome. Well, Catherine, I tried it when I was driving and impressed. What, literally driving? I tried it. Yeah, give me a thumbs up. It's not too much trouble. And oh, hang on, sorry, there is a non-alcoholic spiced rum now. Oh, that sounds good. Well, I need to go and investigate for this lot. I'll report back. See you soon. Bye-bye, don't die.